Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tyler, Oh My Larry Fishing, Bass Slingers Pro Staff, and today we're going to talk about why I catch more bass on spinnerbaits than you. Stay tuned. Alright, first of all, when we are talking about spinnerbaits, the first thing we want to talk about are I only use two types of spinnerbait. That's it. There's only two types of spinnerbait I use. I don't make it complicated. There are literally thousands of different blade combinations you could probably do with spinnerbaits. These are the only two that I use. I use a willow Colorado, the small round blade, like teardrop shaped blade, that is called a Colorado blade. The big, really teardrop, like kind of leaf shaped blade, that is called a willow blade. So that's the one type I use, a Colorado willow. That's a 1/2 ounce Stanley Jigs dirty water spinnerbait. Like I said, the Colorado willow combo. Now I like, if I'm running a Colorado blade, I like my Colorado blade to be the inside smaller blade, and I always like it colored. I like it like an orange or red because it looks like a gill, but any color will do. But I always like this to be some sort of fluorescent color on the Colorado willow. And then the other type, right here. The other type is a double willow blade. It is two of the big leaf teardrop style blades. It runs higher up in the column. It works great as well, but those are literally the only two types of spinnerbait I use to keep it, I guess, as least complicated as possible for everybody out there. Now with a spinnerbait, so how do you choose the color of a spinnerbait? With a spinnerbait, when you're retrieving your spinnerbait, the only thing that you should see coming back through the water is your blades. That way you know you have the proper skirt color on your spinnerbait, and make sure it's that way you know you're giving them a very, very natural presentation. All that you're seeing and then they're seeing is a little bit of flash and those blades kicking. And then blade wise, sometimes I'll do I really do like a combo of, if I'm running a double willow, one of them silver, one gold. I like running both, but generally the rule of thumb, silver for sunny days, gold for cloudy days. Now the gear that I run my spinnerbaits on, this is a 7'3" Dobyns Heavy Fury series. Like I said, this is a heavy. The reason I like the heavy, spinnerbaits are a single hook. They get thumped really, really hard, and big fish hit spinnerbaits, so I like having something heavy to drive it into them and also land those fish. So the Dobyns 7'3" Fury Heavy Series, 1/2 ounce spinnerbait, 20-pound Sunline Assassin Fluorocarbon. You can go anywhere from 14 to 20 pound, but I really, really like the 20 pound. And I have a Shimano SLX DC on my heavy hitter rod, as we'll call it, for the big bass. And this is a great setup for spinnerbaits. And so then the next thing I guess would be the conditions. What conditions would you throw a spinnerbait in? My favorite time, now don't get me wrong, you can basically catch a fish on a spinnerbait. I've caught them in crystal clear water on 90-degree days. You can catch them anywhere. But where I've had the best success is either after a good rain and the water is really, really murky and muddy, and I'm casting up shallow into trees and shallow cover and grass, especially lay down trees, even in clear water with the lay down trees, or right before a storm when it's very, very overcast. Or one of the best times to throw a spinnerbait is if it gets very, very windy outside. That is one of the absolute best times to catch a chunk on a spinnerbait. So let's refresh here. 1/2 ounce spinnerbait, either a Colorado willow or a double willow. That's all I use. The double willow rides up higher in the column. Skirt color, make sure all you can see is those blades coming back to you in the water. Your skirt's basically invisible in the water. 7'3", heavy to drive that hook home. 14 to 20 pound fluorocarbon, and a good high-speed bait casting reel of your choice. You do these things, you will be able to catch more bass on spinnerbaits, and then I will not be able to say anymore that I catch more bass on spinnerbaits than you. But I'm Tyler, All My Larry Fishing, Bass Slingers Pro Staff. I hope these tips help you and you're able to catch more large and smallmouth bass. Thank you, everybody, and have a blessed day.